The fall of a teacher, the rise of an empire, the anatomy of Walter White's transformation into Heisenberg. The story of Breaking Bad isn't about cancer. It isn't even about drugs. It is the story of a dragon awakening. It is the story of a man who decided to stop being the victim, even if it meant becoming the executioner. Today, we are going to dissect how a simple chemistry teacher, worried about his utility bills, transformed into the most dangerous kingpin in the American South. This is the story of a human's moral collapse and the ruthless ascent of an empire. The silent spark, the chemistry of change. To understand the empire, we must understand the roots of the fall. At the beginning of the series, Walter White is a walking corpse. He is 50 years old, works at a car wash to support his family, and is mocked by his own students. But Walter's true tragedy is wasted potential. He was a chemistry genius who could have been a billionaire like his friends at Gray Matter, but pride and fear led him to sell his share and step aside. When the doctor tells him he has lung cancer, the news wasn't a death sentence, it was a decree of freedom. For Walter White, cancer was the key that unlocked the cage. He no longer had his life. Chemistry is the study of change. Electrons bond, elements change matter. Walter White was exactly like an unstable chemical reaction, just waiting for a catalyst to explode. The birth of Heisenberg, when the mask was lifted. Becoming Heisenberg didn't to watch. Why? Because Jane was a threat to his fledgling empire. In that moment, Walter White, the father and teacher, died, and the calculating, ruthless Heisenberg took full control. He wasn't just cooking meth anymore, he was creating art. The blue crystal with 99.1% purity was his signature. This product symbolized Walter's perfectionism. He who failed to be perfect in his normal life achieved perfection in the world of crime. This is where the ego enters the game. The peak of the empire. I am the one who knocks. Walter White crossed that line and built his empire, but he was buried beneath the rubble of that very creation. The fall of a teacher at the price of the rise of a chemistry teacher. This is the voice of an emperor drunk on power. Walter managed to defeat Heisenberg and family. But the law of the universe is that you cannot be both God and a servant. Walter wanted to bypass the laws of physics and morality simultaneously. Ozymandias and the Fall, the cost of kingship. No empire lasts forever. The poem Ozymandias by Percy Shelley, used in the series teasers, foretold Walter's fate. Look on my works, his money, $80 million to buy Hank's life, but money was worthless against fate. When Walter fell to the dirt, mouth open in disbelief looking at Hank's body, he realized he had lost. He was the emperor of ashes. The worst punishment for Walter wasn't prison or death. His punishment was his bloody redemption. But Breaking Bad doesn't allow us to simply say goodbye to Walter with hate. The final season is Walter returning to tie up loose ends, not to save himself, but to salvage the little pride remaining and to save Jesse. The most important moment of the entire series is the farewell scene with Skyler in the kitchen. Skyler expects Walter to say it again, "I did it for the family." But Walter finally tells the truth, the sentence we waited 5 seasons to hear. "I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it. And I was alive." This confession doesn't redeem Walter, but it frees him. He accepts that being Heisenberg was the most pleasurable experience of his life. He hated mediocrity, and in the end, he died as a legend, remember. Conclusion. The story of Walter White is a warning about the human